Morning YouTube, Dan here, DinglePrep's channel. Just out today, I wanted to scout the woodland I'm in at the moment. It's only a small woodland near to where my mum lives, and it's about half a mile, 3/4 of a mile hike to get to here, but it means I don't have to leave a car by the side of the road if I wanted, a stealth camp. It's probably 900 yards from a field, which then across the field goes into a housing estate, and it's far enough away for a stealth camp. It wouldn't be, come out and party during the night, but yeah, so I'm out here today, and I thought I'd sit down here and just introduce myself, really. So yeah, obviously you know my name. My name's Dan. I've started up the YouTube channel to learn off other people, and as well as give back what I can to the community. It's a great community. Yeah, that's me. I got a small family. Me and my partner live with her parents. We've got 2 kids. My stepson Josh, he's in one of my previous videos, and my daughter Natalia, or Talia, she's not even 2 yet. Josh is 8 now. She's not even 2, but she's a little character. She's great, and if I get her on film, you guys will be able to see her. So I just wanted to share with you my goals for 2014. It's a new year, it's still January just. So yeah, so on the the bushcraft side of things, because I've got 2 things going on in my mind. I've got the bushcraft, the camping side of things, and I also have the prepping side of things. So I want to split them. They're not both the same thing. Bushcraft for me is bushcraft, and prepping is prepping. You could say part of the bushcraft skills are also prepping for any situation where you end up having to build a shelter in the bush because you've walked a bit too far and fallen over and hurt your ankle. I don't know, but so they do intertwine every now and then, but for me they are separate. They are bushcraft and they are prepping. So I'll start with the bushcraft side of things, and then move on from there. So this year I want to get in, I'll try and get in at least a camp every 3 months. First camp of this year is going to be March, so that's 3 months in already. Standard camps, tarp, bag full of gear, but then I also want to do probably in the summer, a 5 Cs camp based on the 5 Cs that everyone knows, Dave Canterbury, and I literally just want to take the 5 Cs and then the 5 redundancies. So container, I'll take 2 containers, maybe a mess tin, and the pot you saw when I done the VR to Leaf Life. Yeah, I want to try that. Push myself. I want to push myself. I don't want to be living it easy all the time. I want to try crafting tools and crafting my own clothing. Crafting tools, I want to try burning out a spoon and carving out a spoon. These things have to wait for me because I don't always have the funds to buy the tools that you need to make the tools, if that actually makes sense. Being able to feed myself when I'm in those environments, and especially in the bush, in the woods, in the forest. People call it different things, but it's the woods to me. It's wood. But yeah, I want to learn about wild foods, gathering what berries, what leaves, what bark can I eat, do different things to fill me up. And I also want to look at, different traps. I know certain traps that I may show in my videos, maybe illegal here in the UK, but I want to make sure I can do them. That's where prepping intertwines. If it did, hit the fan, the proverbial did hit the fan, I want to be able to feed my family on meat and vegetables. It's not always going to be viable to grow or look after said animals or vegetables, so I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to set the traps. I want to be able to scout an area and see the tracks, tracking and things like that. I think that's quite important if you're going to be a bushcrafter. I've got the sun right in my eyes. If you're going to be a bushcrafter, I think being able to feed yourself in the bush and not take the steak out of the freezer is also, a good thing. It's all part of it in my mind. So yeah, that's me on bushcraft, really. Hopefully I can get into this year what I want to get into this year. This is what I want to achieve on the prepping side of things. My prepper mentality, if you like. So the preps I want to have, food, water, shelter, a bug out location, a bug out vehicle. Ideally I'd like a Land Rover, Defender, but I'm never going to get one of them. It has to be big enough to get my family in, and it has to be nice enough, old enough that I can batter it, but new enough to be a nice vehicle, especially the inside, so I can travel around with my family. And my bug out vehicle and my everyday vehicle would be the same thing. But bug out vehicle is never going to happen this year unless I come into a lot of money, win the lottery or something, But at home, my preps at home, because we're living with my partner's parents. It's not a massive house, it's big enough, but there's not enough room for me to prep and get in the preps that I want to get in there. So my preps actually store at my mum's house. That's my bug out location. My house is more in the town, my mum's house is out in the country a bit. It's basically a tiny village and a lot of farms, so it's a lot of open ground around here and the odd bit of woodland. So that is my bug out location. That's where 99% of my preps are going to be. Food wise, I want to get in there in metal containers in the attic. I want to get in 30 days worth of food for me, my partner, and my 2 children. I think 30 days, I think that's enough. I don't want to push it and go, I want 2 years worth of preps ready to go. 30 days for me is enough, I think. It happened to me this month. The wages after Christmas and such don't stretch as far as they should, so my preps that I had together, maybe 7 to 8 days, I could push that to 16 or even a month, really. 30 days gone in 5 days. So because we didn't have the funds to go out and keep buying stuff, so every day we were diving in and taking out, we'll have this, we'll have them meatballs, we'll have that tin of soup every single day. For 4 people, that's a lot of food. So a lot of it is gone now. and I'm basically starting from nothing again. I think I've got a packet of noodles back in the box. Water, I have Lifesaver water bottle. I got the bigger version. It's 6,000 litres of fresh water. You know, you just fill it up from anywhere, absolutely any water source, and it'll come out, you know, 99.99% pure water is what they state on the ads, and so far it hasn't let me down. I've used it, probably only used maybe 60 litres out of it, but you know, them 60 litres haven't killed me yet. You know, ideally I'd like to get another one or two, but at almost £300 a pop, that's a damn lot of money. The jerry can is definitely on the list. The Lifesaver jerry can, 20,000 litres of fresh water. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, but it's a lot of money to lay out all in one go, and I haven't got the money to save £20 a month, let alone, you know, £100 a month and get it by August. So yeah, that's what I plan to be prepped at home, or at my bug out location, if you like, my mum's house. Then, you know, I have to have something to cook it on. Again, this is where bushcraft comes into it, because I take out a Coleman stove 533. That'll be my main cooking appliance. I then have a separate unit that's currently in the attic that actually works on separate gas canisters. So, you know, you put the gas canister in, you know the ones. Coleman do a nice version of it in a carry case. Mine's not Coleman, it's only a cheap one, 20 quid, and I currently have five or six you know, gas cans to go with it. Excuse me. Lighting in the home, if the electric goes in the house we're living in now, we have no lights, we have no boiler, we have, you know, no heating, no cooking appliance. Our oven is completely run on electric, and you know, the 533 will be coming out of the cupboard. The gas canisters and the gas stove that's in the attic will be coming down. That'll be our cooking appliances, that'll be what we keep warm with. I've also got 2 Tilly lamps that my parents have had. I think they were my grandparents, and you know, my parents have had them. I've now been given those, so you know, that's nice. I also want to learn about things like solar ovens and stuff like that. So, you know, if I get a chicken, I've got a whole chicken, I can whack it in the solar oven. Or I want to learn about how to cook the food to get the best goodness out of it. You know, many of you know frying takes out a lot of the vitamins and minerals, but boiling that same meat, it doesn't taste as good, but it leaves them same vitamins and minerals in there. So that's basically it really, the prepping side of things. You know, just the home preps, the food and the water is the most important to me, because if I don't have to leave the house, if anything did, you know, fly up in the air and the fan spread it, I don't want to leave my home after getting to my BOL, my bugger location. I don't want to leave there then, unless absolutely necessary.